I do like how Shanks is like back me up here. No, he is annoying.
Yo, tell him back.
Yeah, fuck him. No, Beck, tell him the opposite.
Man, I love Ben Beckman. Remember when he got behind Kizaru with a gun and Kizaru gave up?
Yeah, Kizaru said, shit.
Fuck, he literally said, "Oh, you're Ben Beckman." Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you're Ben Beckman, and that's shit in my trousers.
The Koby Conundrum. That's my fucking boy! Uno Mas.
What you doing?
Gotcha game.
In front of my podcast?
In front of your salad and everything, dog.
Nick, you see this guy?
yeah, that's wait, what the fuck?
This is fucking bullshit, especially when we're live. Welcome everyone to the Shifting Gears podcast, the only podcast.
Wait, no, not yet.
Okay.
I'm eating some chocolate. Wait, I need to energize and sugarize myself.
Okay.
It's true. We need the energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll walk us in with an exciting.
What gacha
dating
are you
episode.
playing, Hikaru?
I'm playing Epic 7, available for Android and iOS.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I could be playing the One Piece one, but I haven't logged. Let's not get into the One Piece podcast. I mean, the One Piece gacha while we wait.
Oh my god. All right, I'm doing it. Famous name change. Welcome everyone to the Sugar Rush podcast, where we get both where we both raise our blood sugar from sugar intake, and we get dopamine rushes from playing gacha games.
Are we live?
We are live. We have been live
Alright,
for a full minute.
I ate my chocolate. I'm like Frankie, but I'm powered by chocolate and iced tea.
No, I'm like Frankie, but I'm powered by cum.
Yeah.
There was nothing funny about that.
Then why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
What's funny to me is that you're like, I'm powered by cum, and it's like, but whose? Like your own? Like, are you getting donations? Like,
I'll never tell. So today we're talking about chapter 1059, the matter involving Captain Koby.
that's my boy.
Real quick, you might notice that we look a little bit different from our last episode.
Yeah, we transform.
Oh shit, we never recorded a bit to explain that.
No, we didn't, so we're just gonna roll with it. We're very low effort at this podcast.
Yeah,
But hey, we're under 500 subs, we get to be low effort.
it's true.
So these arts were drawn by the lovely Iwashi Draws on Twitter. I'll have their little Twitter handle up there. They currently have their commissions open, so if you would like a little chibi art like this one, hit them up. They're pretty good and very nice.
Very nice little skunk clothes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But so I had a question about the title of this.
Mm-hmm.
You're a big Koby fan, so I'm not gonna ask you, Akaro, because you already know.
Okay.
Nick, did you think his name was Koby with a C?
No?
Oh,
Okay.
me neither. Let's move to the next page.
Kobe expert here, actually. Depends what you're looking at. If you play the mobile gacha game, One Piece Treasure Cruise, Kobe with a C. But Kobe with a K in the Viz translation, and also whenever it's in English text in the manga. And
I
stuff.
have a feeling he was called Koby with a C in the 4Kids dub,
Probably.
and that's probably what I have like the most memories of.
When you read the 4Kids subtitles.
Yeah, when I read the 4Kids subtitles. But anyway, me being silly aside, we get to our cover story. Caesar's gas from the last page has caused Katakuri and Oven to hallucinate, and now they're fighting each other. I do like this this confirmation that Oven is around Katakuri's strength, enough for them to both knock each other down.
Yeah, it makes Sanji look sick and hulking.
That's true, and if Sanji's looking sick, then we're feeling good.
Yeah, I like that boy.
We open up on a flashback, or actually no, I guess this is happening in it's really hard to say. I think this is happening in real time to the Straw Hat getting their bounty, but it moves into a flashback almost immediately. Marco is leaving Shanks' crew. He hitched a ride with them onto sea, and then immediately started flying again. which I'm kind of confused by. If he can just fly over the ocean, right? Why did he need to stop and hitch a ride with the crew?
That's like asking, why do you need a car ride to go anywhere? You can just walk.
But
Yeah.
he's not. Oh wait. Okay, sorry. They're near Sphinx, so he's close to home. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
sure.
just hitched a ride. It's like when you see like a seagull on a boat, you don't question why that seagull's
Yeah,
on the
it's
boat.
like, you
question
lazy
why,
fucking
I
seagull.
question why that seagull's there.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
you're
you
you're
do.
not having beef with the seagulls.
I slap those seagulls for fun.
That's fucked up.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, they take my food.
Yeah, I take your food too.
Yeah, and I slap you for fun
I
too.
would. Oh my god, what is this domestic violence?
Yeah, this is
I'm
fucked up.
very spicy today.
I can tell.
But Shanks offers Marco a spot on the crew, and then Marco says, "No, you're annoying, and I'm leaving."
Yeah, I liked when he said that earlier in the story too.
He said that earlier in the story.
Yeah, because I think after Marineford, Shanks was like, "Hey, Marco, you should join us," and Marco was like, "No."
I do like how Shanks is like, back me up here. No, he is annoying.
Yo, tell him back.
Yeah, fuck him. No, Beck, tell him the opposite.
Man, I love Ben Beckman. Remember when he got behind Kizaru with a gun and Kizaru gave up?
Yeah, Kizaru said, "Shit."
Fuck, he literally said, "Oh, you're Ben Beckman." Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you've been Beckman, and that's shit in my trousers.
Imagine the flex you have when you pull out like a shitty pistol, point it to a dude who can move at light speed, and he's
he's
like,
made
"Oh,
of light.
fuck."
And this guy with a gun is like, "Don't move."
What are you
And he-
doing to that gun that you can shoot something both made of and that moves at the speed of light?
And curve the
He's
bullet.
just that strong. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know until who of Luffy's crew would even fight Ben Beckman? I guess Sanji.
None of them.
Oh,
They'd all lose.
oh,
True. That's Ben Beckman. Can any of them move at light speed? Didn't think so.
yeah, fair enough. I guess Luffy could just get shot and it won't matter.
It's true.
It would. He would die.
He would die.
It's true. That's a Beckman bullet.
That's a Becky bullet. Trademark Becky bullets.
You've heard of sea stone bullets? Nothing on the Becky bullet.
Wait, are there sea stone bullets?
I don't know. There's candy jacket bullets, but I don't know about sea stone. But there should be.
Yeah. Anyway, we get a flashback that really should have been in the last chapter, if I'm being honest.
Maybe.
It's detailing Yamato and why he decided not to join the crew, which is that after Ryokugu attacked, he realized that, shit, people are going to be showing up and attacking. I better be here to stop that.
Yeah, which is good that they specified that the reason they gave in the previous chapter was bullshit, and they just needed to make an excuse for this one. You
Yeah.
know? Because I know some people are salty.
If you think about it, this is a better answer than what he gave the first time.
Yeah, that's the point. It's to be like, here's actually why they have a reason to stay back instead of they wanted to explore Wano or whatever.
I'm glad it wasn't
Right.
like I'm exactly the same as Vivi,
Mhm.
but it was very similar to Vivi, which is a little annoying.
It's true.
But I mean, hey, I like Yamato. I'll let it slide.
It's true. I'll survive without Yamato's fat titties on the crew.
Sanji won't.
And remember when this is the Sucking on Yamato's Fat Fucking Titties podcast, bro?
No, Nick, we promise.
Now what are we
promise
called now?
The Sugar Rush podcast.
I don't like that name. We'll
It's
find a
not
new
good.
one
We'll
before
find-
the end of the chapter.
You're right. Maybe, hopefully, we'll find a better name for this podcast.
Yeah.
But Sanji's not gonna survive without Yamato. He's very distraught.
He's just like me for real, dog.
Marco and Luffy have an exchange about reminiscing about Marineford and what a cool arc that was.
Yeah.
To which we get this really nice line where Marco says that Ace must be very proud of how much Luffy's grown since then. It made me very happy. Luffy's
Yeah.
smile, though weirdly drawn in this scene, is very nice.
It is good.
and with that, we have closed out yet another thing. Like we're supposed to have been done with Wano, like 3 chapters ago, and we're still getting remnants of it.
That's fine.
It's just weird. It's so weird that we just keep going back to Wano. It's almost like they don't want to leave. Like, no, guys, come back. It's so good. It's the best arc in One Piece.
A lot of people really like it.
It's okay.
You take that back.
We'll open that can of worms another day.
It's true.
But Marco remarks that this next generation now belongs to the Straw Hats, and the Redheads, and the Blackbeards.
Redheads?
Yeah,
Yeah, redhead.
The Redhead Pirates.
That's what they called.
So now it's time to get into what this chapter's actually about. Akaru, you're a big Koby head. Why don't you take the charge on this one?
So we pull up to the island of woman.
Boom!
And I love women.
Wait, are you booing Akaru narrating or the Island of Women?
No, I'm booing the Island of Women.
Why do you hate the Island of Women, Nick?
Anyways, continue, Akaru. I don't want to get political on this One Piece podcast.
I don't want to be honest.
So we pull up to the island of women, and
Boom.
we cut to Pirate Empress Boa Hancock sighing because she just wants to marry Luffy.
Yo, Sam.
And you know, mood.
Mood on marrying Luffy or mood on being married in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have a second flashback
Oh my god.
of the chapter. Weeks earlier, we've breached the gate,
It really
and the
does.
Kuja fighting back.
It really does feel like that we should have just, you know, we should have just led with the flashback instead of having this one moment where Boa's like, oh, this is my only redeeming character trait.
Well, no, it's to establish that she's already got her ass beat.
But we could have put that together from just the flashback ending and then it cutting to Boa Hancock afterwards.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Anyway, yeah. So Amazon Lily is in trouble.
It's true. And they're in big trouble because Vice Admiral Yamakaji's there, and he's ready to fuck shit up with the new weapon of the government.
Vice Admiral Yamakaji.
That's
You know-
right, the very same.
You remember Yamakaji?
Do I?
He's a titular villain from Enies Lobby. He was leading the Buster Call.
Oh. Cool. Anyway.
But anyway, yeah, they're being attacked by children and the Navy. And that woman, I mean, that child, she looks like something that we'll find out. I mean, you can tell from the silhouette.
Yeah, she
you can
looks
tell
like
from the silhouette,
a
right?
child.
That's right, a flaming
Little
child.
lady, and she's got her little wings on. Wait
It's
a
true.
minute. Wings? Fire? Oh,
Huh?
wait a minute. Something don't add up here.
Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, you can take it from here.
Oh,
My boy hasn't arrived yet.
Okay. You gave up very early in the So
I don't like summarizing.
No, I understand. I'm sorry. That was very rude of me to throw on to you.
No, it's okay. I'll get him next time.
You're right. It's fine. You did your best, man. So this well, I don't actually no. Yeah, they say it's a Seraphim pacifista. It's
Yeah.
wrecking shit and beating ass. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the biggest ass of them all shows up to get beat. That's right, baby. Blackbeard's making his first actual appearance where he does something other than just commentate in the background.
What do you mean? Did you not read the story? What about Marineford?
I'm saying since the post-time skip started.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because the first time we saw him, or we heard from him, was Dressrosa, when he talked to Luffy over the transponder sale.
Yeah, and he sent Jesus there.
Yeah. And then, who is actually absent from this thing I'm saying.
It's true.
So I
He's
guess he
doing other
hasn't.
shit.
I guess he hasn't made up. Oh wait, did he get arrested, or did he get away?
I think he got sent to do other shit, but I
Okay.
don't remember what.
Okay. But yeah, and then after that, he reacted to Luffy's bounty and being called the Fifth Emperor.
Hmm.
But this is his first time actually doing something on screen.
It's true.
And boy, is he doing something. He is here to steal Boa Hancock's power for himself.
And who's with him?
Uh, that is obviously you know, his crew.
Yo, which members?
Uh, you know, it's very memorable, likable Blackbeard pirate.
Are you typing?
No, I'm making very loud noises. So
One Piece wiki.com?
Fandom.wiki. I mean, okay, you very clearly know who these are, Carter. Please help me.
Yeah.
Okay, so to the right of him, we got Katarina Devon, the person who ate the Nine Tails fruit, and
Wait,
fucked with.
we know that?
Yeah, it was revealed when Gecko Moria went to confront them when he wanted to get his crew back, including Absalom, and then it was revealed that Absalom was dead, and the fake Absalom was Katarina Devon disguised as Absalom using her Nine-Tailed
Oh,
fruit.
okay.
Didn't you read the story?
I mean, dude, do you know how long ago that was?
There's a few hundred chapters.
Yeah.
Um, but and then on the left we have Vasco Shot, who I don't think really has done anything notable.
Oh no, he did something very notable today.
Well, I
Be
mean,
creepy.
yeah, that is true. He does do that in the chapter.
Yeah, so Blackbeard has remarked that he wants Boa Hancock's power. Devon wants to decapitate Boa Hancock and keep her head as a treasure. And
Yeah.
what's the other guy's name?
That's Scrumblo.
That's Vasco Shot.
Vasco Scrumblo.
Yeah, that's
Wishes
his name.
to be good friends with her.
That's what he says.
That's it. Uh, that's just what I wanted in One Piece. Ugly bastard tags.
You'll get him.
Yes, true. That is true. To be fair, every fucking guy in One Piece is an ugly bastard.
Not Sanji. He's pretty.
Did you see his bounty picture?
Kiss him on the forehead.
But I do like how another emperor has stepped onto the island, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, Vice Admiral Yamakiji, please, we need approval. No.
No.
And Blackbeard
Yeah.
immediately just decimates the Navy because they have sent too small a fleet to deal with a fight this big.
Yeah. He kind of cracked.
And so, stepping onto the scene, since no one else here is competent enough to handle it, is our main man, Captain Koby.
Kobe?
Let's fucking go!
I remember, Nick, you remarked that this chapter felt like a fan fiction.
Yeah.
And I'm inclined to agree with you, like, oh man, Koby fought Boa Hancock, and then Blackbeard showed up.
This literally feels like Oda had like a roulette wheel of just like random characters and he just spun it a couple of times and he's like, alright, this is our chapter for the week.
I mean, it's definitely, like, motivated. I wouldn't say it's a roulette wheel, right? But it's definitely, like, it's such a heavy focus on, like, iconic, like, Marineford characters, right?
Yeah.
That it does feel like rabbit out of the hat. Who can we, like, talk about today?
Yeah, when Yamakaji showed up, I was like, oh,
I was like,
damn,
yo!
big players.
Yamakaji, he's my favorite. So Koby attempts to enact some democracy and you know,
He's like, let's have an election.
yeah, let's
dude."
have an I used my word wrong. He attempts to negotiate with Boa
Yeah.
Hancock. Please, Hancock, the Navy doesn't want to fight. We just want you to go to prison and possibly return to being a slave.
Yeah,
And that doesn't work for some reason.
you know. I don't get it.
It's kind of a good deal when you think about it.
Yeah, she doesn't get her ass beat.
I mean, no, that will happen.
Well, if she listened, but maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Oof, that's spicy. But we get a cool line from is it Margaret? Is that the sister's name?
No,
It's Sandersonia and
Marigold.
Marigold. That's what it is. We get a line from Marigold and Sandersonia where they refer to Koby as the so-called hero.
Yeah.
So Koby is like a hero now because of like a big event that
We already know this.
I actually don't
You
remember.
don't
this.
remember the Rocky Port incident, my guy?
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
Literally, haven't you read the story?
I guess
Dog,
not.
The Rocky Port incident is the event that led to Law becoming a warlord, and the event that got Kobe like a naval hero.
Okay, but it wasn't on screen.
No, it wasn't.
And it was
But they'll
only-
mention it in this chapter for the second time in the story.
Okay, so it's only been mentioned the one time all the way in Punk Hazard.
Yeah, but didn't you read the story?
Yeah, I
Actually,
did.
no. It's been mentioned. It's been mentioned twice. I think it was mentioned before Reverie, when Kobe was like returning, and
So-
they were like, "Oh, he's sick." And they were
since
like,
I'm
"Oh, you're Kobe
stupid-
from the Rocky Port incident." And, yeah.
Since I'm stupid and Nick's lying,
Mhm.
why don't you tell us what happened at the Rocky Port incident?
Okay, let me tell you
Remember
what the
my
Rocky Port incident entails. Things happened we don't know. We don't have information about the events of the Rocky Port incident.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It was a big deal, though. Anyone will tell you.
Yeah.
Tell us
Hold
in the
on.
comments, was the Rocky
Let-
Port incident really all that,
Okay.
or was it overhyped?
Let me pull up the One Piece wiki on Rocky Port
Was the
incident.
Rocky Port incident
Um,
overrated?
Okay,
It's
the
your
Rocky
favorite
Port
part of
incident.
The Rocky Port incident.
The Rocky Port incident was an incident that was perpetrated by Trafalgar Law during the 2-year time skip. It was first mentioned by Branu when he was reintroduced the Seven Warlords of the Sea. History. Marine Captain Kobe protected citizens during the incident and became known as a hero. Blackbeard managed to defeat Ochoku with some assistance from Kobe, making him the new boss.
Oh, okay. So the Rocky Port incident, like you said, that's what helped him secure Beehive Island, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of weird
So they-
that we didn't ever like get any more detail in that, even though it seems like a pretty massive event.
We'll get it eventually, I'm sure. It was just them fighting some former rock pirates people, you know, it's nothing important.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds like completely irrelevant information,
You know.
especially when it directly ties to Kobe, a very integral character to the narrative.
He is.
But
He,
whatever.
he was in the first chapter.
Actually, no, he wasn't. He
Yeah, he
showed
was
up
in the
in
first
second
episode.
chapter.
It's true. He was in the
Damn.
first episode.
I guess-
Fake
I
One
guess
Piece
Hikaru-
fan, get off this podcast.
I guess
Fuck you.
Hikaru
I'm in
hasn't
charge.
read this story.
Damn.
And,
I'm
yeah.
the only real One Piece reader here.
Well, if you're the real
That's
One Piece
true.
reader, Nick, I guess it only makes sense to hand over narration to you.
Well, I want to give everyone a fair shot.
No, no,
so
no,
you,
no. By
you
all
go,
means,
actually.
you're the real
Well-
One Piece fan, man. We'd all
well-
be doing it a disservice.
Yeah. Akaru, help.
Well, to quote Boa Hancock, Nick follows no man's
That's
orders.
right.
Chuckles,
I'm
you
a strong,
take
independent
summary.
woman. Okay.
Okay, well, you can be independent, and you are a woman, but that first thing might be questionable.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean,
So yeah, Boa Hancock is like, I listen to no one, and she steps up to fight Blackbeard. But as she's doing that, the pacifista, another pacifista shows up.
Yeah.
To which Blackbeard goes, "Whoa, are you kidding me? White hair, brown skin, black wings, red strips, jet boots?"
It doesn't say that.
It's a reference.
I know.
Okay.
what's it a reference to?
It's a reference to the Snap Cube real time thing. You know what this is a reference to. Don't fucking out me like
No,
this.
I actually don't.
Oh, okay. It's a Snap Cube's real time fan dub.
Yeah, well, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Of a Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
You know the one where he pisses on the moon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
Yeah,
know
that
what
one.
you're
Yeah,
referencing.
that one. Yeah, I referenced that one.
I
Hey.
thought it was funny.
Thanks. I'm glad.
It doesn't get the reference. I thought it was funny.
I was really expecting you to go, oh yeah, I know what that was. Just completely out this really awkward explanation. But, so this one pacifista has taken down every part of Blackbeard's crew that was in this area. And
Yeah.
we don't see a lot of him. He's only got a very small window, to the point where even the thing that Blackbeard is narrating, which is the PX, right, is obscured. But one thing we can see about him is that he's holding a exceptionally large sword.
That is true.
Very suspicious. I wonder if he is hearkening imagery to another character we've met recently.
Who do you mean?
King.
Are you trying to say that he's Mihawk?
No, I'm not trying to say that he's
I
Mihawk.
was also thinking Mihawk.
No, I'm not saying
I was like,
Mihawk.
are you implying this child has like Mihawk DNA?
No.
He does have the Mihawk eyes, now that you
no.
mention it.
Yo, what if this child is like, he's like Cell from Dragon Ball, but he's got like Hancock DNA, King DNA, and Mihawk DNA, and maybe
Yeah.
some other fucker's DNA as well.
Sounds like Kubo is writing One Piece.
If
Yo,
you
that'd be
mention
sick,
it, he
though.
do got kind of a Mihawk-esque sword, you know.
Oh, you know what? You're actually right. I thought the hilt of that was just a part of like his clothes, right?
Yeah, no, that's a big hilt.
But like, it looks more like King.
Well, that's racist.
What do you mean
but-
racist?
No, but no, yeah, it's tough to say. We see him in like what, like 2 fucking
Wow,
shots.
okay, all Lunarians look the same. Alright, Caswell.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Oh my god. I swear, you guys are gonna get me canceled one of these days by joking around.
That's the plan.
Like, someone's gonna be, like, you're gonna be like, haha, Caswell, what a sexist. And someone's gonna be like, well, you know what? Caswell kinda is a sexist.
This is what I seek.
Why? Why do you seek
I-
that?
Yes,
choose
some
violence.
malicious.
This doesn't benefit you in any way.
No, but it's funny.
Okay. You know what? Never mind. That's completely justified then. Cancel away. Can't believe I'm gonna relate to the Digimon Tamers writer, and I'm gonna be like, no, cancel culture's the real bad guy. Do you know about that, Nick?
Vaguely.
The Digimon Tamers writer came back for an audio drama for I think it was the 20th anniversary. And he wrote it where the Digimon Tamers go into Twitter and fight cancel culture, and it uses the special attack political correctness.
Nice.
It was really bad.
It sounds pretty bad.
But so this pacifista fucks up Blackbeard pretty bad. Well, I say that, but he doesn't actually get like a direct hit on him, but like Blackbeard is freaking out. He does cut a whole island in half.
He does. He does some Mihawk level feats.
Honestly, you mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
It could be. He could be more Mihawk based, because
He has the Mihawk eyes.
are those Mihawk? I'd have to look again to make sure, because I thought King had similar eyes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
This is King and Mihawk's little adopted child.
Yeah.
But it actually makes more sense for it to be Mihawk.
This is a warlord.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they have DNA of all the warlords.
Yeah, they've been combing through their hair.
Because they made Kuma into a pacifista, and he was a warlord when they did that.
Yeah. Also, I've just looked. King's eyes are not with like the circles in them.
Mihawk's eyes are like that.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is
So it's-
definitely...
This child is actually probably like a Mihawk.
Yeah, this is like Mihawk Junior.
Yeah, this is a mini Mihawk, a mini Hawk.
It's true. Like, I didn't really think about it until we started reviewing, but then I looked at his sword and I was like, damn, that's like a Mihawk sword. And I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
this is definitely a Mihawk pacifista.
Yeah.
But so Blackbeard uses his black hole attack to, I guess, like push away. We don't even see what happens as a result.
I don't know what
of
he
this.
even did. Yeah.
Yeah, this paneling is really awkward.
Well, Black Hole sucks shit into it, so maybe he just trapped him in a void.
No more Mihawk.
Yeah.
By the time we figured out who he was, Blackbeard had already killed him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Boa Hancock is turning everyone to stone, including Helmeppo. No! Fan favorite character Helmeppo.
It's true, but get ready for a Koby feat.
Hold on. Before you talk about your Kobe feat,
Kobe feet.
we need to talk about the tragic loss of even more fan favorite character, Vice Admiral Yamakaji.
Well, we don't even know his name.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's stone now.
Bro.
Anyway, Koby feet. Koby feet.
Kobe feet. Kobe's not affected seemingly by fucking Boha's fruit, which
Is
some
Kobe
people
gay?
realize. Is Kobe gay for Luffy? The rumor come out.
Is Koby gay for adventure?
But I think Kobe's just similar to Luffy, in which he just doesn't give a shit. So
When Luffy beat him up all the way back on that one town where he got Zoro, right? Punched all the libido out of him.
damn, I wish that were me.
I wish I could say it was Garp's training, but Helmeppo very clearly gets horny.
That's true.
And he doesn't even have,
Helmeppo
like...
caught simping.
He doesn't even have proper eyes.
I know, he has eye coverings and everything.
So he's extra horny.
It's true.
So speaking of awkward paneling with, like, the Blackbeard attack, right? We see what is supposed to be Boa Hancock revving up an attack, right? As Koby is trying to talk down the Pacifista because it's going to destroy the stone soldiers if it's not careful, right? We then immediately cut to just the aftermath where Blackbeard now has Boa Hancock.
Yeah.
Probably
I think-
should have seen a little more of that play out before this.
I think the implication is that Boa gets like distracted or some shit by like the stone soldiers gonna be shattered or whatever, right?
I think
Or
so. What I put together from it, right, is Boa was about to attack Koby while his back was turned, right, with that perfume kick thing she does.
yeah,
But Blackbeard grabbed her with his shadow arm, and since he's currently using the Yami Yami no Mi, he is her devil fruit power is negated, so she can't turn him to stone.
yeah,
Because Devon and Scrumblow were right behind her, or right behind him, and they're stone. So they must have been turned to stone by an attempted attack. But the fact
Or
that
maybe Blackbeard is gay.
or maybe Blackbeard is gay.
yeah. Does
Remember when
Blackbeard is gay?
he said, "Ha ha ha! I like men."
I
Said that a
remember
couple
that.
times now.
Yeah, no. When back on Jaya, right? When they said that Blackbeard is a they and not a him, right? They were counting Blackbeard and every soul of every cock he's ever sucked.
It's true.
He carries all of them with him at all times.
That means Blackbeard is at least Kobe level.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what this panel shows. Blackbeard and Koby are equals.
It does.
It does not. But the fact that we had to infer all of this, right, is definitely a sign that the paneling of this is not very good.
I think it's fine.
It's fine. We're able to at least put together what happened, but, like, major details of the fight are just not here because it's trying to stuff so much information in.
That's
This
'cause if we
chapter
had-
does have a little bit of storytelling funkiness. Like, first we're in the present, but it's like kind of in the past, and then we got a flashback, and then we have kind of pointless transition to Hancock back to flashback. Yeah, this chapter's a little wonky.
Yeah.
It could cut shit out for more Kobe action. They just
Yo,
couldn't
true.
extend it for like
This is just a theory on my part, right?
your theory.
Yeah, theories. But I feel like because we now have, like, more reliance on the anime to show us things, right? They're kind of using it as a crutch to, like, fast forward the story. Like, if there's any details that, like, get left out or don't get fleshed out as much as they could, the anime can go and do that now. And
That's true.
while that is an approach, I'm not the biggest fan of it because most people aren't going to go and watch the anime for supplementary material as it's been very inaccurate for most of its life. So for it to start being vital now to get information like that is, like, a little obnoxious. Maybe that's just me.
Maybe.
But anyway, we get bounties. Bounty, guys, it's bounty time.
Yeah,
Babe,
yeah, there's bounty.
Babes, wake up, come on, it's bounty time.
Tell me the bounties. Please.
Okay. Jeez, you guys are really unreceptive today. Killing me.
I always
killing
am.
me. Crack a smile, do a silly.
Dude, I'm smiling. Look at
I'm
me.
smiling ear to ear. You just can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we find out that Boa Hancock's current bounty is 1.659 billion berries.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it in the slightest either.
The fucking One Piece bounty economy is going through inflation or
Yeah, no,
something.
seriously.
Because this makes no sense.
Boa Hancock's bounty is more inflated than her massive mammaries.
Yeah.
No, don't talk about her memories
But
like
speaking of someone with even bigger mammaries, Blackbeard has a bounty of 3.996 billion berries. That would make
That's
a
not
lot
too
more
shabby.
sense.
Just wait till you see Kobe's bounty from Cross Guild, bro.
Dude, Koby's not gonna have a bounty.
Why not?
He's a part of the Marines.
Yeah,
What
but the
about
Cross Guild's
Crossguild?
putting out bounties on these motherfuckers.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Haven't you read the story?
Yeah, you read this story. This was last chapter, dog.
No, sorry. I had a brain fart, and when you said Cross Guild, right? I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about swords.
What?
Oh,
from like the sword
Yeah,
organization.
haven't you
that
read the
Kobe's in.
story? Don't you remember swords? They're the
No,
most
when you
vital
said
part of the
okay,
story.
listen, swords is a word.
Well, yeah. Yeah, all words are words, Zakaro.
Yeah, but
Carl,
Cross
what do you
Guild's-
think Kobe's fucked up reverse bounty is going to be from the Cross Guild?
I
I think 2 billion is a good number because he was the hero of Shitport Island or whatever.
The Rocky Port incident.
yeah, Rocky Port. That's what I
I mean,
said.
if you think about it, taking down a former member of the Rocks Pirates is pretty huge.
He was the hero of the Monkey Port incident.
However, if we're being genuine and I'm not sucking Kobe's dick, probably like somewhere close to like 500 mil, I'd say.
How are you sucking his dick if you drop his bounty from what Nick suggested?
No. I said if I'm not sucking Kobe's
Oh,
dick
okay.
and being genuine, probably somewhere in like the 500 mil ballpark
Yeah, 'cause,
if I had
like,
to guesstimate.
It's hard to stipulate because the cross guild bounties, right,
Mhm.
are going to be based on the value that the officer has to that guild in particular.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that, like, while Koby is a competent leader and he's way better than he was even last time we saw him, right?
Yeah.
He's just not on their radar yet.
Yeah. Just you wait.
But he's on.
Once.
But he is on Blackbeard's radar apparently. Which is
Well,
a
yeah,
little-
he helped
a
him
little-
out.
Oh, that's right. He does say that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we got a little off topic there, but so we're at a bit of a pirate Mexican standoff because Blackbeard clearly has the advantage and can kill Boa Hancock, but if he takes Boa Hancock's power, he can't undo the stone curse because, as Boa Hancock says, the next widower can't undo the spell of the previous one, which I think is just a bluff. I think she's just lying.
I don't even know if she knows that for sure.
Yeah, how would she know something like that?
Well, I guess because when you eat a devil fruit, you know what it can do, I guess.
Except
But
you don't. You inherently
What?
don't, because we have tons of examples of people not knowing how their devil fruit works.
don't they inherently eventually get knowledge of how it
No,
works
because
as they have it?
Luffy ate his fruit and he thought it just made him rubber. And that's what we thought for fucking 1,000 chapters, was that he was just made of rubber.
But that's an awakening. It's
That
different.
happened.
But no,
It is-
no, that's no, you understand, Garo. He did awaken to the truth, right?
Yeah.
But his fruit was always a Zoan fruit.
Yeah. But it's because of the awakening that it goes like that. It's if you don't awaken it, it just functions like a rubber fruit.
That's stupid.
That's what it is. That's the
I-
description they gave
Okay,
us.
But what I'm saying is that it inherently proves that no, you do not have context then. Because
No, because it doesn't. Don't they say at one point in like fucking Enies lobby, like you eat the fruit and you learn how to use it or whatever, and that's why fucking Kaku's like mastered the draft cube or whatever.
no, that was the whole thing, was that the whole point of the fight with Kaku is that Kaku didn't understand how to use his power. He was just trying to convince Zoro that he did. That's why his ultimate attack pasta machine is so dumb.
Awesome machine fucks, dude. You take that back. But
We-
yeah, no,
we
I think
can-
there's something in the story about like you consume it and you don't like master the power and you have to train it, but you understand their capabilities and shit.
We can
when
save
you
this
eat it.
for the devil fruit topic that we do eventually.
Yeah.
We'll research this and come back to it and go from there. Because right now I don't think either of us have anything.
Bro, I'm on the wiki. I'm right.
You're on the wiki right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, to delay me being wrong, then we're gonna change the topic to something else.
Yeah.
So, Koby remarks that, wow, Boa Hancock's pretty tough for getting choked the fuck out and losing the fight. And relying on a bluff, probably.
Potentially.
I mean,
Who knows?
even if she's right, it's a bluff that Blackbeard will buy. Well, she's hoping it's a bluff he'll buy.
Yeah, regardless if it's a bluff, it has pressure.
Yeah. So I love this next line. You mentioned Koby and Koby helped Blackbeard out.
Yeah.
This isn't getting us anywhere, is it, Koby the hero? You helped me out at that rocky port incident. Thanks to you, I was able to topple Wang Zi, making me the boss of Pirate Island.
Yeah.
It's just like it's supposed to come off like it's like them talking casually, right?
Mhm.
But it's such a blatant info dump.
Well, we know this. Aside from like that Blackbeard was involved, or that Koby helped Blackbeard, I guess. This is just a reminder for those of us who forgot the Rocky Port incident.
Couldn't been anyone here.
Yeah. But what it does mean is that Blackbeard was gonna take an L, and then Koby swooped in.
That's true, and Koby helped out a pirate. He has a real bad
Yeah.
tendency of doing that.
That's what he do.
You think he would be court-martialed at this point for that?
Nah, he's the hero.
But I do like the conversation that continues. If I let her go, think she'll play nice and turn my men back? I need to put my men back to normal too. Well, if you both get off my island, I'll do that. Nuh-uh, you're lying. If I let you go, you'll turn us to stone next, and then that's the end of it, ain't it? And it's like, I can understand this logic, right? But expressly, it didn't work on Koby or Blackbeard.
They might have just not been in the vicinity.
That
maybe.
would have been great context to have.
Yeah. But who knows?
Yeah, no. So Blackbeard decides, this is complicated. I'll just kill her and just go off from there.
Oh.
To which Koby then goes, I don't remember how the quote from Marineford goes. Do you remember the quote?
Which
What
one?
he says to Akainu.
It says, "Stupid bitch, punk ass hoe, stop this shit. You're
And
making
he
us
was
look
about
like
to
idiots."
fuck him up good, but then Shanks showed up and ruined it.
Yeah.
Shanks held him back, and Koby was like, "This is penitence. Fucking, I helped Shanks out in the past during the Rocky Port incident. I'll have to have him get this W."
He said before it happened because I was talking about Marine.
Well, yeah, but he awoke in Future Sight. He awoke
Okay,
in his
okay.
hockey there, and
Yeah,
then
you're
Future
right.
Sight too.
He has like the most goodest observation hockey ever. He knows how the story ends.
He can
Yeah,
hear
he's
us,
read the story.
He can hear us criticizing One Piece right now, and he's not even real. That's how
Yeah.
good his observation hockey is.
It's true. He's cracked.
But speaking of characters interrupting Koby putting the whoop ass on famous figures, right?
Then, how would you feel in this chapter, by the way, if Koby actually like fucking injured Blackbeard?
I would think that'd be really cool. I can't complain that Koby's development is rushed because it's been like this the whole series. That's just how it is.
That's true.
He went from a dude who couldn't do anything to like base Luffy, right?
Mhm.
To a dude with prep time advantage could land a pretty solid hit on him and actually hurt him. So
Yeah.
he's
I mean, he's been training his ass off.
Yeah,
To
he
be
gets
fair,
rapid growth. I wish we had more
Yeah.
cover stories about him.
I wish we did too. I love Koby, but I'll take seeing him every few hundred chapters.
But Rayleigh shows up.
Yeah, Riley.
One of the weaker pirates.
Yeah.
One of the weakest, stupidest, idiot, ugly pirates. God, I hate him. But so he shows up, and he has probably my favorite line of this chapter. Hey
Yeah.
you, Whitebeard's cabin boy. This isn't very mature of me, but I never liked you anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I love the shade from Rayleigh.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever just personally told someone, "You're stupid and I don't like you," until
It's,
now.
it's real good. But I mean, to be fair, he's got a lot of beef with Blackbeard.
Yeah, understandable.
Though who doesn't? Who doesn't these days?
Koby, apparently.
Yeah, no, I was telling you about that yesterday, but I keep having to remind myself that, like, Koby never met Rayleigh, even though he was a prominent figure of the Marineford arc. He wasn't there
Yeah.
for the war at all.
It's true.
But, so Rayleigh comes in to act as the mediator and, get things back square.
Yeah, he says, "I've come to end this war."
I've come to end this small skirmish. And now we're back to present day. We're back on Amazon Lily, and it still has a big chunk of it missing from when the mini Mihawk attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And we get Shaki. It's Shaki, guys. Remember Shaki?
Shaki's
Yeah.
hot.
Shaki
I
is
do.
hot.
That bitch is 62 years old. Look at her. Damn.
She's
Her name-
killing it.
Fun fact.
Mhm.
When we were just, you know, the fucking, the Mihawk, pacifista?
Yeah.
When I was trying to figure out who that's a model of, right?
Yeah.
I got to this page and I saw Shaki's black wings on her shirt, right?
And you were like, Lunarian?
Wait a minute. What if Rayleigh and Shaki fucked and they turned it into a war child? No, wait a minute, hold on. Neither of them are Lunarian, so that probably wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, one would think.
But we find out some information. Her full name is Shakuyaku, and she was actually the previous Amazon Lily captain. I don't think we actually knew this.
No, I think this is new information.
So it's nice because it gives a lot of context into why the elder of the Amazon Lily tribe is the way she is.
Mhm.
Because that would have been around the time that she was a child, and for actually no, she would wait, that'd make sense. She's
The
older.
elder is older than Shaki.
Sorry, I'm dumb. That would have been around the time that she was. Is it implying that she's Shaki's mother by that two generations thing?
Potentially. I think what's implying is that Shaki just fucking shirked responsibility dips to go hang out with Riley.
Which is why she hates men, or why the elder hates men.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I just was bad at conveying that.
Yeah.
But so we're getting a status update. Rayleigh managed to get both Blackbeard and the Marines to leave, but he remarks that things are getting more dangerous because now that the Navy can travel the Calm Belt as much as they want with their Sea Prism Stone paddle ships, they're becoming more aggressive with their attacks.
Yeah.
On top of that, they have their new pacifistas. There's Blackbeard's arrival. It was a pretty desperate situation. And then we get Rayleigh had my favorite line of the chapter, right?
Mhm.
Then he had my least favorite line of the chapter.
What?
I will continue to bitch about the weird localization and translation decisions made by Viz, right?
Mhm.
Rayleigh adjusts his glasses, right? Quite frankly, it was only the particulars of the situation that made it possible for me to save her. That's such an awkward way to say, it's only the situation allowed for us a chance to win. Why would you say it like that? Quite frankly, the particulars.
Quite frankly, it's the particulars of the dialogue that he had to translate, so you know.
It's so dumb. It's so needlessly wordy.
Yeah, but he's an old man.
Yeah, he's probably just dementia kicking him.
Yeah, fucked up.
But he remarks that Blackbeard's strong. He probably wouldn't have won a real one-on-one fight, and I don't think any of us are too surprised by that.
Also, this means that Koby is Rayleigh level now.
It's true.
Koby right now could have trained Luffy to use hockey.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Rayleigh actually, like, he's saying at my age I couldn't have possibly won in a head-to-head fight against Blackbeard, but we don't get the second file up, especially because Koby was there.
Koby wanna clap my cheek.
Koby, I kneel.
Koby just conquers Rayleigh to the ground.
I love the idea of, like, Rayleigh's training Luffy, right? And he has a premonition of Koby at this moment, and he's like, you know, I can teach you hockey, but there's someone who's way better at me 2 years from now. And Luffy's like, wow, that's not helpful in any way, shape, or form. It's pretty cool, though, for, like, a lore reason, though. So it looks like so it looks like because the reason they were willing to get rid of the warlords is because now they've just made subservient clones of them.
Yeah.
Which is really fucked up. Imagine,
Do you think
imagine,
this?
imagine you were at your job, right?
Yeah.
And you showed up the next day, and you're being fired from your job because they made a clone of you to do it better than you do.
Damn. Imagine the world government in One Piece doing something fucked up.
Fuck you.
That's crazy, dog.
uh, and both Sandersonia and Marigold remarked that the pacifistas were the only thing there that didn't have a single bit of damage on them. So they're arguably as strong, if not stronger, than Blackbeard, which I don't think is the case, but that's what the narrative is trying to tell us at least. Because Blackbeard was Blackbeard beaten up?
He was attacked and was like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
Okay,
and made a big
he was
vortex.
shaken, right? He didn't really have any damage on him though.
Yeah, he hockey blocked it, but like we didn't really see him fight for long, but he was shook for sure.
And so, and they remarked that the craziest thing of all, one of those little childs looked just like Hancock. What?
Yeah, the star eyes and everything.
Yeah, the Star Eyes thing is weird. Why do they have that?
Because they're lunar.
Does King have star eyes?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, why does she have star eyes?
Because the stars are a celestial body and they work for the celestial dragons.
You know what? Oh, and you know what?
What?
The 5 Elder Stars. 5 points on a star.
Oh.
Could be that. But from there we cut back to the Marines, who are heading to Egghead. Is that a place we know? Come on, you read the story, Akari, you should know.
Hold on.
Come on.
Let me
come on,
look this
Akara.
one up. I don't know if this is a place we know.
Nick, what about you?
No, this is a place we haven't heard about, I'm pretty sure.
Dang it, Akari, you should have held out, so I could have baited Nick into saying, of course I know, and then you could have said, well, we don't know that.
No, I'm too smart. I wouldn't fall for your tricks, bro.
Yeah. I'll get you next time.
No, you won't.
No, I won't. Wait,
I'm
hey!
the infallible One Piece fan.
The infallible One Piece. But, so, Koby, the Marines have reported that Blackbeard has abducted Koby, realizing that he is the strongest character in One Piece and therefore must not be allowed to run free.
Well, this is our second Marine Ford, is the Kobe rescue arc.
Oh my god, is Luffy
Yeah,
gonna
it's
save
like
Koby?
reverse. It's like the fucking Blackbeard pirates are gonna execute Kobe, so all the Marines are gonna roll up. That'd be awesome.
Helmeppo gets launched to Amazon Lily. It's like, Boa Hancock, please, I have to save my friend. And then she just turns into stone.
Hey, yo, real talk though. Okay, fucking. Do you think that Kobe's captured, or that he went along willingly?
I think he went along willingly.
He probably went with them.
Yeah.
It's
also,
it's probably a situation where he's trying to gather intel for Drake.
yeah, it's sword in general.
Yeah.
Also, do you remember another prominent Marine who's involved with the Blackbeard pirates?
Shiryu?
An active, or I guess active during the story at one point, Marine.
Oh, isn't it the guy that goes to the Elder Stars and suggests Blackbeard as a emperor?
I don't know. But Aokiji.
Aokiji. Wait, Aokiji's with Blackbeard?
Yeah, when he comes back in
They're
Punk
dating.
Hazard, it's revealed that he has some sort of ties with the Blackbeard pirates now.
Oh, okay. So, and you know what? Aokiji might be a part of Sword.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that Sword is probably, if there's a leader to Sword, Aokiji's probably the candidate for it.
Alright, cool.
So you know, Sword meet up at Blackbeard's base.
Damn, bro. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But that brings us to the end of the chapter. What did you guys think?
This chapter was hilarious. It has some quirkiness to it, but there's so many like yo kind of moments where I like literally audibly was like excited about shit happening.
Yeah, this chapter fucks. Like, regardless of like how it's sometimes confusing, it's fucking great. You see like the fucking Seraphim or whatever go off. Fucking Hancock, Koby, Blackbeard, big names. I guess Rayleigh's there too.
I thought the chapter was kind of stinky.
Yo, Shaki?
Bro.
Okay, yeah, actually, no, I'm messing. That was actually,
Damn,
this was a good chapter.
They should call this chapter Damn Shaki.
Damn, Shaggy, good to see you again. Still hot as ever. But
Oh,
I think I had a friend message me the other day. They
Mm-hmm.
had gotten back into One Piece, and they said like, "Damn, these chapters have been slapping." And like, regardless of my criticisms, yeah, no, these have been very solid, girthy chapters of information. There's not been like a slow week.
Yeah, no, One Piece is crazy good every week. Uh, it's just how it works.
Yeah, I think it's also the Stockholm syndrome, though.
Bro, I'm not part of Arlong's dungeon. I'm not in there.
So let's quickly move into our next topic. It's time to put on our tinfoil hats, boys and girls, because it's theory
That's right.
crafting time. All of us have gathered together a theory that we believe has credence to be true, and we're going to share it with everyone here today.
Yeah.
And some of us here have crafted our own theories.
Who's done that?
OMG me.
No,
What
it was a
about you,
Carl.
Chuckles?
No, I
Well, no,
no,
he's done his too.
Oh, he did?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, then I didn't do that.
Nick, did you make your own theory?
As we've proven with this chapter read,
Yeah.
I'm very stupid and not good at picking up on context clues, so I'm not the person to go to for theories. I can barely form proper sentences good.
You didn't know about the Rocky Port
I
incident,
did
was
not
it?
know
That
about
hurt
the
me.
yeah no, I didn't know about my favorite arc, the Rocky Port incident.
My favorite off-screen arc.
So because
Oh.
these two have actual like theories that they put thought into, I'll go first and just get mine over with.
All right, sweet.
So my theory is about Blackbeard, and it's about so you know there's the confusion about that he has multiple devil fruits, right? And as we've learned in the story, that shouldn't be possible. Someone is only supposed to have one devil fruit. Yeah, otherwise, their heart explodes. Is what I remember. One of the Innis Lobby guys saying.
Something to that effect, yeah.
But for some reason, Blackbeard can have both the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gura no Mi. Is that what their one's called?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. And so the theory is that Blackbeard has a third devil fruit that he had before either of them. And so the Yami fruit is a Logia. The Gura fruit is a Paramecia. So the theory goes, his first fruit was a Zoan. A mythical Zoan, no less, because it's always got to be a mythical Zoan these days. The
Of course.
mythical Zoan octopus model Kraken. So the motivation for this is that on Blackbeard's Jolly Roger is 3 heads and 8 bones. Obviously, octopi have 8 tentacles,
Yeah.
and they also have 3 brains. Or 3 hearts, that's what it is. They have 3 separate hearts, which represents the soul. So the 3 skulls on his Jolly Roger are his 3 different hearts. And the crossbones are his tentacles. On top of that, Blackbeard... They say that Blackbeard never sleeps. That was information we had given to us by Buggy during the Odin flashback.
Yeah.
Fun fact about octopuses, they don't sleep. Well, that's not entirely true. They sleep in bursts of 40 to 60 seconds. So you never know when an octopus was actually asleep or not. So if Blackbeard had this fruit, he would be able to be awake all the time because he would only be asleep for about a minute.
That's pretty epic.
And finally, a big thing about octopuses are their ability to camouflage. And a big thing about Blackbeard thematically is that he has always been able to just blend into the background. He's been one of the most prominent and dangerous pirates since the beginning, and nobody was even aware of his existence until he literally went up to the Navy and said, "Hey, make me a warlord." On top of that, he was able to sneak into the Whitebeard crew and have active harboring decision. He didn't want to murder. Was it Hatch?
Thatch.
Thatch, right. He didn't want to murder Thatch until Thatch found the Yami Yami no Mi, but he still was willing to kill a crewmate. So he never was a part of the crew fully.
That's true.
And his entire plan for Marineford, right, was to sneak into the background and use all of the chaos to steal a bunch of powerful pirates from Impel Down and then take the earthquake fruit from Whitebeard. So, to say that he is a deceptive and sneaky guy would definitely be true. And finally, the remark that Luffy and Zoro made about Blackbeard being, like, multiple people, a they instead of a him, could be in reference to the fact that they felt 3 souls inside of him. And by having 3 souls, he would be able to hold 3 Devil Fruit. Which is what makes the mythical Zoan octopus so special.
Maybe.
Someone also remarked that Blackbeard has, camo pants. But that one's a little, like, iffy.
That means he's in the military.
There was one that I saw that was... Yeah, because he doesn't have camo pants in his, current design. He only has it in the, he has, like, more splotchy designs in, like, his, pre-time skip form. But, there is one that someone pointed out that I don't think holds real weight, but if it's true, it's very funny. When Marco is describing, how Blackbeard's body is different from other people, right?
Yeah.
Next to him is a dude wearing an octopus on his head. It's one of those things where if it ends up being true, it's gonna be like Conjuro with the bird, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, it was there the whole time!
It'll be good. We'll find out, I guess.
So yeah, that's a theory that I have like almost 100% belief is going to be real. It explains everything about Blackbeard's character. It has like a good thematic reason to exist because we just got confirmation that Luffy has a mythical Zoan fruit now. So it gives Luffy and Blackbeard a parallel. It gives Blackbeard 3 of the different devil fruit types, which makes him a real like threatening antagonist on like a power level.
Yeah.
And it's just a really neat idea to like get around the limitations of your system.
That's true.
So yeah, that's my theory. Or I guess that's the internet's theory that I stole and shared.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah. So pass it on off to Akara now. Akara, what's your theory?
My theory might take a minute. I don't know about Nick. How long do you think your theory will take, Nick?
Several hours if I go quick.
Okay. I think you can run it.
Okay, see, me and Caswell are about to have a grudge match because he intentionally stole my Blackbeard theory.
I literally texted you before we started, 3 days prior, asking you if it was about Blackbeard being an octopus, and you looked me dead in the eye and you said, no.
Yes, because it's not about him being an octopus, because that theory sucks. However, it is about Blackbeard, and mine is right.
Alright, fine. Tell me your shitty, stupid, dumb, wrong theory.
See, you are half correct that Blackbeard is in fact 3 motherfuckers, but I don't think he's an octopus man. See, I'm going to throw you a curveball. Not only is Blackbeard 3 motherfuckers, he is actually 3 copies of himself, and none of the Blackbeard pirates are real people. They are just more Blackbeards.
What? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is a... Alright, you know what? Court is in session. Please, Nick,
Okay.
proceed.
Okay, so there's a fatal flaw with your argument. You said that the reason why it works is because Blackbeard has 3 souls. However, souls don't exist in One Piece.
What?
What about Soul King Brook?
What about this? What about the fucking thing about the spirit of the ship?
That's a boat.
It had a soul!
Yo, true? That's a spirit, not a soul, dog.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Also, wait, hold on. What about Sugar's ability to move people's souls into inanimate objects?
No, it turns them into toys.
You don't miss, though. He is right.
But I mean, Akara,
Yeah.
you still brought up the correct thing that inherently souls exist.
I like how
because Brook
none
is
of you
able
have
to-
pointed out that the fucking soul fruit exists. I'm fucking with y'all.
That's the thing. I could have sworn there was a soul fruit, right?
Hey, I said,
couldn't
what about
remember.
Soul King Brook?
Yeah,
But
no,
the
I couldn't
Big Mom.
remember the soul fruit was a thing. Is that
It's
Brook's
Soul
fruit?
King.
No, that's Big Mama.
Okay. Oh right, Big Mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Jesus
so
fucking
souls
Christ, I'm a
souls
goddamn
exist, but
idiot.
souls have no bearing on like devil fruits killing you because it's a physical thing. Like it says that it rips you apart, right? So Blackbeard logically needs to have 3 bodies. which is why I'm under the assumption that Blackbeard, there are 3 Blackbeards. The first Blackbeard, which I will refer to as BB1, is the root Blackbeard. He possesses something that is called the Body Fruit, which is like the evil twin of the Soul fruit. And similar to how the Soul fruit lets big ass mom send like parts of her souls into things, this lets Blackbeard make more bodies, or like split his body up. Now, what happened is Blackbeard tried and experimented with the Body Fruit first, and kind of fucked up. Wait, let me repost my key visual that I created
Okay.
to help illustrate what I'm talking about here, right? So this is probably what Blackbeard is like. And this explains why he's fat, is because he has 2 other Blackbeards growing inside of him, yes?
Understandable. He's pregnant.
Okay. Yes, he's pregnant with himself. So, this explains several things. This explains why Marco commented on him having a strange body or strange physiology or whatever he said.
Mhm.
So, what happened, I think, is the original Blackbeard was probably the, like, you know how Blackbeard is originally kind of presented as sort of goofy, like, kind of a, not really friendly, but kind of a dopey, like, he doesn't seem malicious, right?
Yeah.
Right, so this is the core Blackbeard. This is Blackbeard 1. This is the guy who has the Body Fruit. He created another Blackbeard, which we will refer to as Blackbeard 2. This guy is evil. All of the evil shit and, like, fervent desire to get the dark fruit, or whatever it's called, that's Blackbeard 2, okay?
Yeah.
Right. So, Blackbeard is able to create theoretically an infinite amount of himself, but he can't hold on to that many of him. He needs to, like, spit out more Blackbeards, essentially, or he'll explode. That's why his maximum is 3. He can only have Blackbeard 1, 2, and 3. I think the one who has the, like, the Quake fruit or whatever, is Blackbeard 3 is pretty dormant. Like, he doesn't really have a personality. He's kind of just like a comatose body that's inside of Blackbeard, and he kind of just uses his powers, right? See, I have a lot of notes here. They're kind of schizophrenic. I'm trying to make sense
Oh,
of it now.
this theory
I
being
get it.
schizophrenic, I could not imagine.
Hey, listen, I told my story on how I got into One Piece. I know how it feels.
Right, so the reason why he doesn't sleep is because he just rotates out between his 3, like, selves. And while one is awake, the other 2 are asleep, right? This also explains why he's so fat, because he has to eat a lot to feed the 3 Blackbeards, right?
Yeah, true.
The one question I was always wondering about Blackbeard is, why is he so fat?
Yeah.
I like that a lot of Nick's reasonings have been, this is why Blackbeard's fat.
This is why this ugly bastard is so fucking chonkus.
And see, the thing about him coming in 3s goes into even more depth than Caswell and his fake theory went into, right? 3, the number 3 shows up with Blackbeard, like, way too much for it to just be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, he always carries 3 guns. He has 3 skulls on his hat. He has 3 ties in his beard. He has 3 hooks on the claw thing that he used to fuck up Shanks, right?
Mhm.
When we first see him after the time skip, he's hanging out with 3 people, right? Additionally, the number 4 shows up a lot. He is one of the 4 emperors. He was born on August 3rd. He's 344 centimeters tall.
Wait,
yes?
wait, one of the 4 emperors?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with
Haven't
that?
you read the story?
It's just it's weird that he brings up that and not the, like,
No,
being...
3 and 4. I'll get into why there's 4 in a second. Also, he has 4 missing and or black teeth.
Okay.
Yes. Also, he was in the 2nd division and killed a guy in the 4th division. You know it's between those numbers? 3.
Bro, facts.
Right. So,
Oh my
only
gosh.
having 2 devil fruits fucks up the pattern, right? That makes no sense for him to have 3 over and over and over again, but only 2 fruits. Fucked up, right?
It's true, it's true.
Didn't you
Right, and this
mention
also-
earlier you think he has the body fruit?
Yes.
Okay, continue. I just wanted to make sure that was still a part of the theory.
Yeah, it is. It's like what the whole thing revolves around. Also, more evidence, you mentioned this, but when they're in Jaya, I believe what happened is Blackbeard swapped from BB1 to 2. Like, I am under the assumption that every time Blackbeard does something smart, that's Blackbeard 2. Every time he fucks up and he's just a piece of shit idiot, that's Blackbeard 1, who's incompetent and dumb and stupid, right?
Right.
So what happened when they were on Jaya is Blackbeard 1 was active most of the time when they were having their debate about pie and soda or whatever. And like he shows up and he gives the spiel about how gay people's dreams never end, right? And here's the exact quote. Nami says, maybe that guy knows how to get to Skypiea. And Luffy says, well, it's not just one guy. And Nami says, huh? Not just one guy, then what? And Zoro goes, there's more than one, I think. Because they saw him swap, right? Like, that's the thing a lot of people don't get, is that most of the time Blackbeard is only in one of his personalities, but he rarely swaps like that. So that's what happened on Jaya, is he swapped, right? And also, you'll notice I reread the whole chapter because I wanted to prove my theory, right? Luffy, when Blackbeard swaps, Luffy gives this dude a look, like the same kind of face that he gives people like fucking Doflamingo and Kaido. And Luffy is not the kind of person to make that face to people unless they've like seriously wronged him. But I think he can just tell Blackbeard 2 is that evil, that it automatically activates his fight or flight.
Yeah. Do you think that perhaps the nicer Blackbeard is the Blackbeard that Koby helped out in the Rocky Port incident?
I believe that is a possibility, yes.
Okay.
I will say I have heard this theory before. It's when talking about Blackbeard, that is one of the big theories, is that he has 3 people in him, and that he swaps between them. I've never quite heard the body fruit theory, right?
Yeah.
Typically, it's just that he just inherently has 3 souls or 3 people inside of him.
Well,
Like
souls don't exist in One Piece.
Right, of course, and brains don't exist in you.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
I mean, I only have one, not multiple.
Yeah, he's not like Blackbeard in
Yeah.
that theory.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, as we've established, so there's 3 Blackbeards. Blackbeard 1 is kind of an idiot. Blackbeard 2 is the like malicious one who's taken over and is the one who like accomplishes shit. And Blackbeard 3 is kind of just like a comatose corpse that he kind of just uses his powers. Now, this is where the shit gets crazy. None of the leaders of the Blackbeard pirates, except for like maybe Lafitte, because I think he's cool, these are not real people. They are all simulacrums that were created by Blackbeard to do his bidding. Now, I want you guys to be a hunter with me, right? Look at Jesus Burgess and tell me this is a real person.
I mean, you're right. Now that I look at him.
Yeah, I have to agree. Jesus doesn't feel like a real guy. I mean, nobody laughs that stupidly in One Piece.
Yeah, like, look at these fucking people. First of all, what do we know about any of these guys? Nothing, right?
I mean,
They just showed up.
We know a few things about them, but it's all like supplementary information that fleshes them out after they arrive.
I know about Shiryu and a bunch of the people he broke out of prison.
Oh, I'm sure Shiryu's the exception here, because that would, dismantle the theory if it wasn't.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Okay, so the ones that I think are legit are Shiryu and Lafitte. And maybe Van Augur. The rest of these people are just Blackbeard.
Okay.
Because the body fruit works in 2 ways, right? He can either make more bodies of, like, literally himself inside of himself, or he can, like, spit out, like Demon King Piccolo does, like, more kind of sort of clones of himself. But they're kind of fucked up, which is how you end up with Jesus Burgess. But, like, you'll notice all these guys have the same stupid shit-eating fucking goddamn grin, right? Like, Katarina Devon has that big stupid face. San Juan Wolf? Vasco Shot? Doc Q? Who names people these things? These sound like names of experiments that have failed, right?
This sounds less like a theory and more like you're just insulting Oda's writing style. Vasco de Shot? More like shot yourself in the foot with his shitty writing.
Oh, God.
And see, the beauty of the body fruit is that he could have theoretically made these guys at any point, right? Like, you mentioned Shiryu being from Impel Down. How do we know he didn't just make Shiryu? How do we know the real Shiryu didn't freaking die down in Impel Down And Blackbeard was like, oh shit, I could just make Shiryu,
I
right?
left a homie down there. I gotta go get him.
True.
So yeah, I don't think any of these guys are real people. I think Blackbeard just made them because, in all honesty, who would want to join up with this guy, right? I wouldn't.
Nah, me, dog.
Yeah. Also, the reason why he doesn't just make like a billion clones of himself is because it could probably kill him. It sort of drains his essence. In the same way the Soul fruit, like, Mama doesn't just have a million like Zeuses running around because it would probably kill her. Blackbeard is the same way. That's why there's not just like 10,000 of him. He has to kind of like divvy up the bodies. Otherwise, it'll just like kill him. Also, I think he can re-assimilate these guys at any point. And that's the reason why he's so fucking hell-bent on them getting powers. Is because at any moment he can just like say, ah yes, Burgess, you've attained the, I don't know, what would be a good fruit to have? Good power.
Horse fruit.
The what?
The horse fruit.
Horse fruit?
Yo, that was fuck.
It's like, ah, yes, Burgess, you've gotten the horse fruit. And then Blackbeard could just go like, and eat him, and then he would turn into like a horseman, right? So that's why these guys are all just like banks for him to deposit his powers and withdraw them whenever he wants, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much the theory.
Okay, now here's the question.
Yeah.
Would it not be easier for Blackbeard just to have 3 different souls, and therefore, so long as he doesn't fill up the 3rd soul with a fruit, right? He
Okay,
can
but
just
Chuckles-
interchange these fruits among the people he gives them to.
Chuckles, you're forgetting an important point. Who the
Sorry.
fuck named someone Vasco Shot?
You're right. That is kind of the crux of the whole theory. The Jesus Burgess is a stupid name.
Wait,
like
I'm sorry.
the
Wait,
theory.
what was the question?
The question was that you're saying this. He makes clones of himself, but
Yes.
fucked up, inaccurate clones, which comes to the question of, is that even a clone at that point if it shares no similarities,
Yeah.
barring the mouth, which is a common thing all things have.
Yeah, it's like how in Metal Gear Solid, like Big Boss, like Liquid Snake and Solidus are all clones of Big Boss, but they just have like different genes. The Blackbeard pirates are the same way, but they're all fucked up.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Because like if he just made an exact perfect copy of himself, it would like strain him too bad.
You're right.
So that's why they end up looking like Jesus Burgess.
But the question I had is, rather than doing all of that, would it not be simpler and more effective just to literally just cycle power between existing people?
What?
If he just has the ability to like trade devil fruits around, right? You could do the exact same thing without needing to give him a power to both.
Oh no, he can't trade them. He can only reabsorb them. That's why none of these idiots have powers. And that's why he's like, go find devil fruits. Like, that's why his simulacrum Burgess
what do you
was there to
mean
try to
these
get the
idiots
flame
don't
flame
have
fruit?
powers. Devon literally has a power. Like that's how we're.
Okay, well that's
reintroduced
a
to-
unique
Yeah,
situation.
but these are recent things. Devon and Shiryu just got their devil fruits in
Yeah.
the time skip.
Because Blackbeard told shut up. Blackbeard told them to go get like, so Shiryu has the sucky no me, right? What does this thing do?
It makes him invisible.
It makes him invisible.
Absalom's
That'd be a
fruit.
good power to have, right? Because Blackbeard is really fat, so it'd
Yeah,
be hard
you're-
to hide. That way,
You're
if
right, it would
if
be a
need
good
be,
power
if
to
he
have.
needs
That's why
to,
they actively targeted a person and took it from them.
Yeah, so Blackbeard could use it.
But even
yeah. So if he needs to make a hasty retreat, he can just be like, "Hey, Shiryu, come here," and then he'll eat him, and then he'll have that power, and then he'll be like, "I'm out of here." He'll be
Yeah.
like that GIF of the dude who like does the peace sign and disappears. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, what? This is the same theory you gave.
Except right.
No.
Yeah.
No. I just can't get over. Your theory boils down to Blackbeard fucking vomits up new crewmates, then eats them, then re-vomits them. That's how he has new devil fruit powers. Even though he's expressly had the same devil fruit powers. throughout
No,
the
it's
whole
it's a
story.
thing he can do
Then why hasn't he done it?
because it would hurt him.
Why would it do that?
Because I have explained. he can't have too many copies of himself. He's already fat as it is.
It's true.
I'm
If
sorry.
he ate a Valo Pizarro, he would probably explode.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on Senwin Wolf or whatever. That
Listen,
was huge.
I know how this podcast works, right?
Yeah.
I know I'm a second-class citizen to you guys, so nothing I say is gonna hold any real water.
You're our captain.
But yeah, and that's a very sad state to be in.
We'll re-assimilate into you one day.
Don't do that. Stay the fuck away from me.
Oh, don't you want my devil fruit that you made me go get?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking cry fruit.
Or like the theory fruit. Actually, no, I would eat like the fact fruit.
Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. You did eat the fact fruit. Model incorrect, where you only say false things that
Hey,
aren't
what
true.
the fuck? That's like an oxymoron.
It is an oxymoron.
That's
Anyway,
crazy.
it's a fun theory. I'll say that much. But
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Lots of correct things are fun.
like flat Earth.
Yeah.
Ugh. But there are a lot of holes with that theory.
Name them.
Okay. Why? How is Shiryu a clone if he was in prison ahead of time? And why would
I
they?
ju-
If and let me finish.
No,
and
wait,
let-
I just explained it. It's possible that some of them are real people.
Okay, but
Jean Lafitte is definitely real
Okay,
because
but
we
here's
know
the
about
thing.
his backstory and shit that he did before he joined with Blackbeard.
But here's the thing: if Shiryu is his own person, right, and Blackbeard is capable of giving him devil fruits because they gave him the invisibility fruit from Absalom from Thriller Bark, why would Blackbeard need to create clones of himself?
To go get more devil fruits.
But he could just get other crewmates. He has crewmates that are not clones.
Prove it.
What do you mean? They were in this chapter. We saw them.
Yeah, did you DNA test them?
Yes, I did.
What did you find?
They're their own people. They're not no strands of Blackbeard. Lots of strands of Genghis Khan, though. Very concerning.
It's just easier to make more copies of himself that he can
Is it? Because if you have
re-assimilate.
to-
Yeah.
If you have to vor them and then unvor them to make this power work, that sounds really inconvenient.
Well, no, he can use them as separate bodies. It's just he wants them all in one. He has to eat them later.
Also,
Well, it's very simple, right? It's like having a bank account, right? You go to the bank, you deposit your devil fruit. You go do something else. Then you say, I would like that devil fruit back. You go back, you withdraw it. You have the devil fruit again. That's what Blackbeard can do.
we're so caught up on this
Except
whole...
the banks have like legs and they can go get more devil fruits for him.
But again, you don't need clones to do that. Like, if
you do.
anything, if you can only make a limited
He's not
number...
he's not a one-man army.
you
He's
could-
got shit to do.
If you can only make a limited number of clones by what you said, or he would explode, right? It makes far more sense to just get capable crewmates and have them go out and do it.
Nobody would willingly join Blackbeard's crew.
What? You are actually a fucking moron.
Hey, don't say that.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Rude.
Be nice. I just called your theory stupid and dumb and
You,
wrong.
you guys had like the same theory.
No.
I went into much more detail, and mine was more original, and I had more numbers. I had quotes.
All you did was
I-
take a theory
I-
that people have
I
already
showed
been
all the
sharing around
documents.
for years.
I-
You showed
every
one
question-
Yeah,
image.
but Nick
Every
wasn't
question
into
that
One
you
Piece
asked me-
years ago.
You showed a singular image of Blackbeard with tiny little Blackbeards inside of
That
him.
was the key visual.
Yeah, that was an important one.
Oh my fucking Akaru.
So,
By the love of all that is holy, please say your theory. I do not want to be on this subject any
I
longer.
forgot Akaru had a theory.
yeah, I have a theory.
I will never
and-
get the brain cells I lost back from listening to this. Just go.
Okay, so I got a theory, and if you don't want to be spoiled on One Piece, you may want to leave now, because I think I've cracked the
But the
code.
most recent chapter, I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, you don't want to be spoiled on the future of One Piece.
All right, I'm leaving. I don't want to be
Okay.
spoiled. I'm out of here.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So it's you and me, Nick.
All right.
I'm kidding. I'm here.
So
See, I won't mock
first-
and ridicule your theory like others in here might.
You literally
Yeah.
mocked and ridiculed my theory.
Did you know
just
that the
after
real
you-
Jean Lafitte fought in the Battle of Orleans?
Yo, that was crazy.
Yeah. That's why I think he's a real person, because he's like based on a real guy.
Yeah.
I think all of the people in Blackbeard's crew that are based on real people, like Blackbeard, are real people. But everyone else that has like a made-up name, like Jesus Burgess, is fake.
It would be true.
I'm actually curious about that. Is he based on anyone?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
No,
What,
no,
Blackbeard?
Jesus.
not Blackbeard, Jesus.
No.
No.
He says with a quiver.
Okay, but let's get into the meat and potatoes of my game-changing theory, right? So, as you know, One Piece is a story, okay?
Wait, hold
There's
on.
a
Before you do that, I'm
Right,
sorry.
yeah.
I just want to get this over before we go into your theory.
I
He's literally based off of either Samuel Burgess or Josiah Burgess, who are real life pirates.
There's a lot of room for doubt there. It's two different
yeah,
people.
that's like
They
two
both
people.
have the last name.
There's like two people that could be, much like the two bodies made from him making a new Jesus body.
Okay, I just wanted to point out that fun little fact.
And where did
Please
it get
continue,
you?
Akara.
Alright. So to truly understand One Piece, we have to look higher. We have to go to the fucking moon. Okay? So as we know, during Thriller Bark, there's a cover story documenting Enel's moon journey, right? And in that journey, he discovers some ruins depicting Skypian culture. It has the Burka tribe, the Shandorian tribe, and the Skypians. Okay. We can theorize that Lunarians are also from the moon. Especially since they're called fucking Lunarians. It would be weird if they were the exemption.
No cap, no cap.
Yeah, the lunar moon.
Yeah.
Kind of some similarities there.
Yeah, so in the depictions of the ruins, the Skypian people, the inhabitants of Fairy Verth, want to go to the Blue Star, which is the One Piece world, because they want resources. Okay. Now, I think this happened about 800 years ago, potentially like 900, somewhere within that era, which puts us in Void Century
I
time.
was about to say, that sounds like Void Century talk. You can get
Okay.
assassinated for stuff like that.
I know. However, I believe that Uranus, the third ancient weapon, the one we know nothing about, is originally from this culture, right? And potentially could be the reason the red line exists. Because I think that what Uranus can do is raise or lower elevation of like landmass, right? Because Uranus means like the god of the sky, right? So it can make like islands in the sky or elevate shit. And I think that Uranus made the red line, which is like a big ring around the planet, because Uranus as a planet has rings, right? And so the Lunarians settle on the red line, which is why we get the info that Lunarians are from the red line. Okay. And they form the Land of Gods, which Whitebeard remarks existed prior to Marijoa, right? And so I think what happened is they come down here and they have all this crazy shit, right? They have like fucking all these ancient weapons. I think they all formed this great kingdom that was said to exist about 800 years ago. And so I think that while they're there, they end up becoming buddies with what would be becoming the Fishman Kingdom, the Wano country, potentially the people of Zou, and the D clan. Okay. And so the reason for this is because, as you know, Wano and the Fishman Kingdom have similar architecture, and they also have poneglyphs retailing the world history, right? And Fishman Island is underneath the red line, whereas Wano is further away, but it has elevated earth to keep the underwater part underwater and seal away an ancient weapon. Right?
Uh, one little thing.
Yeah.
That talk we had about underwater Wano having a similar aesthetic to the Ryukugu Palace.
Yeah.
It's only the Ryukugu Palace, and it's not as it's a stretch to
We'll
call it
get
similar.
there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay. I'll shut up.
But yeah. So what we also know is above Fishman Island is a tree called Sunlight Tree Eve. Okay. Now, how familiar are you with this little story called the Bible?
Oh no.
So, in the Bible, the tree that Eve eats from is temptation from the devil. So I think that the sunlight tree is the origin of devil fruits, and it took place, like it's from the former area. Like I think where current Marijoa is where the top of sunlight tree Eve is, because we know that its roots are by Fishman Island above it, but we don't know where the top of it is. But we know that it's underneath Marijoa, right?
That makes sense.
So what Marijoa is, it's the Holy Land where the Eve tree is and the origin of devil fruits. So anyway, eventually, the fucking Great Kingdom that had happened with the fucking Lunarians and like fucking what would become the Fishman people and Wano country and all of that. Eventually, something happened where the people who inhabited the islands that were isolated from the Great Kingdom, like the 20 kingdoms, were like, hey yo, fuck them for whatever reason. And so they wanted to destroy the Great Kingdom because, as we know from Robin's backstory, the Great Kingdom was destroyed 800 years ago, and that it's the big secret that the government doesn't want to get out. So I think they destroyed it and changed history and whatever, causing the Void Century, so no one knew what fucked up shit they did. And I think the reason they ended up getting the edge on them is because they ate from the tree and got all the devil fruits and did all this crazy fucked up shit and destroyed the Great Kingdom, right? And I think in this, eventually, like Zunisha, she's from like 1,000 years ago, but like started being wandering like 800 years ago during the Void Century. So I think Zunisha was potentially like an ally to this kingdom, right? Which is why there's like poneglyphs on Zunisha in Alabasta, all this shit, right? And as we know, Alabasta is the kingdom of the 20 nobles that didn't go with them. So I think Alabasta at one point was like, oh no, like that's fucked up. And so I think Zunisha fucking ends up like essentially transporting people who managed to survive into other islands, right? And to spread the secrets of the world thinner, so they're less like easy to take out, so that they can have the world history, right? And then, after the destruction of the Great Kingdom, there's only 2 pieces of the Great Kingdom left. And I think that those pieces are God's Valley and the final island Laughtale. Because God's Valley incident happened about 38 years ago. And we know the God's Valley Island is now destroyed. And then, I think Roger, fucking, 25 years ago, ends up ending up at Laughtale, finding out about the world history, and because he teamed up with Garp to defend the Celestial Dragons, I think that's why he laughs, is because he's like, shit, like, I fucked up. And so, the One Piece is the one piece of the Great Kingdom that was destroyed remaining. That's my theory.
That was a lot. I actually wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if a lot of bits of that were true.
Yeah. Also, like, fucking little side note I made, there's a guy in the fucking NL Moon story named Tsukimi. He's the guy who looks up at the moon and sends the automatons there because there was an explosion. I wouldn't be surprised if he's related to Vegapunk, because he has, like, this technology background with these automatons he made.
Right.
Fucking he was on fucking some island. I forget the name of it. But the island he was on is an island where Frankie ends up, right? And
Right.
ends up finding Vegapunk's research. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're related because they both deal with cybernetics in some way. And so Vegapunk ends up allying with the world government or whatever for like research or whatever the fuck. And that's why he knows these secrets. And now we have the fucking what are they called? The Seraphim, the fucking Lunarian based robots of destruction.
Yeah.
So that's my theory.
I mean, yeah.
What
No.
are your thoughts?
Like I said, there are bits and pieces of it that sound like very true. Like I think you're right on the money that
Hmm.
the Sun Tree is in Maryjoy
Yeah.
because if the roots are directly below in Fishman Island and Maryjoy is directly above them, then
Mhm.
by the fact of how trees work, that would have to mean that it's up there. And it also makes sense for them to build their destination or their home base around the origin of all devil fruits.
Yeah.
Because it means that they have a control and a monopoly on that, and they could totally build their kingdom off of that.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of like the sunlight tree being a parallel to the originally the tree in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely what it's going for.
Yeah, no, I agree. We have the Adam tree and Eve tree. The
Yeah,
biblical
no,
references are strong.
it's pretty undeniable.
Yeah.
The only thing I disagree with, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the One Piece is going to be one piece of the kingdom.
I think it is.
I mean, I know that you think it is. That's why you said it. I don't think you would say it if you didn't
Why,
mean
why,
it.
why do you think it's not? And I'll tell you that you're
Because
wrong.
in the flashback, we learn the origin of the name One Piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's given out by other people, and Roger rolls with it. So
But which people?
when after they find Laugh-Tale, right,
Yeah.
and they name it Laugh-Tale, right,
Mm-hmm.
they get that, and they say Roger has sailed every course of the world. He has truly become the king of the pirates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, like the rumor of the treasure One Piece gets spread. But I don't think Roger ever directly calls it the One Piece himself.
He says the One Piece is my treasure or some shit.
Well,
He
that's the
said I
thing.
left everything in One Piece. I think that's
Well,
how their name
remember,
spread, is it not?
in the flashback, right?
Yeah.
What spurs him to say that is a pirate stands up and goes, Roger, you left it somewhere, right? The One Piece. It's out there, right?
Yeah. Maybe
So-
that dude fucking knew. Maybe he was savvy.
So I feel like I do think it's gonna be something related to the original kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so much stuff about like, oh, it's not time yet. Oh, the birth of the real king is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Because of the Sea Kings in that flashback. I think that it's going to tie into this lost kingdom from the Void Century. I just think it's going to be a little more subvert than just, oh, it's like a big building of a castle.
No. It's not the building of the castle. It's the location that holds the history to the world, which is the secret that the government doesn't want out.
Oh, if that's the case, yeah, I believe that fully then.
Yeah, it's the
I
one
thought you were
piece
saying,
of the
I thought
kingdom
you were saying it's
remaining.
literally like a piece of a building.
No.
Like-
Like the island that is Laughtale is the one piece of the kingdom that was destroyed 800 years ago that remains.
Actually,
And therefore it holds all of the knowledge of the world that they don't want you to know.
that actually works, you know why?
Right.
So a big theory about Roger, the reason he laughs, right,
Yeah.
is that it was something like obviously it's something humorous in retrospect, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I think it is?
Mm.
I think it's a banquet hall of that kingdom, right? It's
Yeah.
a venue for a party with no one attending.
It could be.
And if you take the fact that Roger and Luffy's dreams were to make a world where their friends could eat as much food as they want and be happy, right?
Yeah.
Them seeing this big legendary thing that proves that there was in fact a kingdom so long ago, right?
Yeah.
And then going, dude, you could throw like the sickest party here.
It's true.
would be very
Also,
in character for them.
I forgot another point I had on my
Alright.
theory. So, you know that there's a prophecy of Luffy destroying Fishman Island?
Yeah,
So in my theory, I said that the Fishmen were part of the kingdom of the Great Kingdom, right?
right.
So I think him destroying Fishman Island is actually him reuniting it with what once was the Great Kingdom. And so Fishman Island conceptually is destroyed, but the Great Kingdom is restored.
See, for me, I operate under the all blue theory. Have you heard that one?
That's where all the fish are.
Well, no, I mean, Nick, have you heard about the Mary Joie all blue theory?
No.
Okay, so basically, Luffy's predicted to destroy Fishman Island, right?
Good.
Fishman Island is directly above Mary Joie. If Luffy were to destroy Mary Joie, and by process destroy Fishman Island, right? He would also shatter the red line, and thereby creating a merging point where all four seas meet together, thus creating the all blue.
That would be cool.
So that's a theory I've heard for a long time that I feel pretty confident in happening.
Yeah.
Because Mary Joie's gotta go. Like that's the long and short of it. It's literally
Yeah,
like the worst place on earth.
It's true. It's true. It's super slave story.
It's literally just ugly people in bubbles making slaves and being horrible. Probably farting
Yeah.
all the time too.
Yeah, and their little space suits.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Nick, do you have any
yeah.
thoughts on my theory?
Nick, do you have any thoughts on his theory?
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty good. I like my Blackbeard theory more though.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, I think you need to add more like body horror in your theory for it to really sink, for him to like really want some value out of it.
You're right.
But yeah, that was our One Piece theories. Let us know below if all of them are dumb and stupid, and if we are dumb and stupid.
Yeah, vote for your favorite below.
No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
vote for mine.
Don't,
Yeah.
no, let's not do that.
Make me the mayor of theories.
Yeah, give him the key to the city.
Tell you what, you know what, on second thought, yeah, let's do it, and whoever wins the voting contest gets to narrate the next episode.
Oh, shit.
Good prize, right?
I mean, I'll do it, but you don't want me to do that.
Alright, if anyone else does have any closing thoughts, let's round out this episode then, because we're almost at an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh.
I've been Caswell, that's Akaru, and that's Nick.
Also, one thing I want to say, one more thing about my Blackbeard theory. I like how I said all the ones who are based on real people are real. Literally, all of them are based on real people.
That's what I was trying to hint at.
You're like, shit, my theory's crumbling.
That's what I was trying to hint
fuck.
at with the fact that Jesus Burgess is based off of a real
Actually,
pirate.
you know what? This is probably a double bluff on Otis' part. He's making us think like, oh yeah, these are all based on real
Okay,
people.
alright,
These are like the
okay.
real guy pirates.
Alright.
But it's actually, shut up! It's actually there to distract us from the fact that these are all actually just Blackbeard.
It's true. Note that their name is the
Yeah.
Blackbeard Pirates, okay? That's
Yeah.
just a name. That's just
Yeah.
him.
I've never
It's
gonna
all
That'd be
just
like
him.
if
fucking
Luffy
shit.
called his crew the Luffy Pirates, dude.
Yeah, that would be kind of goofy.
Yeah. Like, who else does that?
He calls
Seriously.
them the Straw Hat Pirates.
Yeah, because it's based
Yeah,
on
but
his
his
straw hat.
name isn't Straw Hat.
Yeah,
But
no,
he
seriously,
has
think
a
about
straw
it.
hat.
Every other pirate crew is named after like other shit, right? Law has the Heart Pirates.
Because of the heart tattoo on his chest.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going around calling his crew, we're the Trafalgar D's Nuts Water Law Pirates.
It's true.
Okay, but Nick, there's one problem with that.
Yeah.
He has a black beard. So it still falls into the same
Yeah.
naming convention. An attribute of his body was used to name the pirate
Yeah,
group.
but Blackbeard is his name. It's not
Yeah.
Marshall D's Nuts Teach.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
name is
everyone,
actually-
next you're gonna tell me that the Whitebeard Pirates were named after
his
a
name is
tree.
Marshall D. Teach. He was given the name Blackbeard.
By who?
Yeah, who did that?
The
Yeah,
government.
who was it?
Interesting.
In the same way
Yeah.
that they call him Straw Hat Luffy.
I think he calls himself that.
No, he doesn't. He's never once referred to himself as Straw Hat Luffy. He says, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I'm gonna."
Yeah,
be
everyone
king of
else
the
calls him
pirates."
Straw Hat. Get your
Yes.
facts together.
Yes.
I'm getting pretty good at gaslighting people from doing
No,
this
you're
podcast.
just.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's a
know you
good.
do.
I think it's a
You're
good
just
skill I'm
being-
developing.
You're just
I
being
like
an
it.
idiot, and I'm just letting you be that way.
Bro, that's
I
just
think
like
he's
how
not
what
good.
Monkey D. Luffy is, man, with like the other pirates in like the One Piece,
I went
which is
ar-
what this podcast is about.
I went around from like jokingly angry to actually angry. That is. Well, my first idea was wrong. Better double down on a
there's
wrong
an
idea.
old bit of wisdom that says that the person who's mad in a debate is losing. Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing that sucks about like talking to you guys. That I have to
Yeah.
talk to you guys. But
Hey,
like when people throw out the why are you getting mad at an argument, right?
Yeah, why are you mad, bro?
Like you actually get to do that because I'm actually getting mad.
yeah, but that's why it's funny.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't funny. I'm ultimately motivated by how funny shit is.
No,
and
I know. I
nothing
mean,
else.
dude, I get it. I just wish I was better at reacting to it.
No, it's funny because of the way you react to it.
Yeah, but it's like a Ross Gay Grump situation, right? Where
Yeah,
if my
yeah.
only reaction is getting mad, that's just gonna be what I'm known for, and people are going to continue to like go like, oh yeah, Caswell, do the funny, get angry.
It's funny.
He's the butt of the joke. Get him, get his ass.
It's an Usopp moment.
Yeah, you gotta have like an Usopp character mode. You have to have like an Usopp Dressrosa, where you end up as God Caswell.
It is very unfortunate that I chose to dress myself up as Usopp, who is the butt of a joke often.
It is true.
Alright, anyway, that was chapter 1059. I'm gonna go drink.
I'm not.
It's like 3 p.m. Damn, did my Blackbeard theory fuck you up that bad?